2, 3, bust it.
Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Your reliable program that gives you all the information you need to know about the power sector, professionals in the industry, electrical products, government agencies, the stakeholders, and many more. Power Connect Show.
It's another beautiful Wednesday evening, and I want to welcome every one of you with so much joy, so much elation, so much delight, so much excitement. Call today's edition of the program, Mother of All Programs, and you'll be right on the money. Not because we have a mother in the house you get to know later, but because we never had an episode like this. And of course, you know that when you hear this voice, though you may not be able to attach a face to it, but at least you can attach a name, and the name has never changed. My name remains Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke, and the station is 102.7 Niger FM. Of course, you know, that one thing I don't do on this program is come alone. I don't come alone. And my co-anchor, my brother from another mother though, Banji Busari. Bibi is here. Banji.
Yes, so ABC, we've never had it so good. We've never had it so good. You know something, ABC. Anytime you are trying your hand on a very good, laudable project, never give up. One day your efforts will pay off. And today we are reaping bountifully from the efforts we have actually put in.
Yeah.
Working on hosting the
Don't
biggest
let
of the biggest.
cat out of the bag.
I will not.
Uh-huh.
But today we are actually reaping bountifully. My name is Banji Busari. Definitely, it's going to be a swell time. Stay on to 102.7 Niger FM, and there you see that there's so much to benefit from this edition. You are welcome.
Anyway, we'll be right back after the short break.
Dear Ogbonge Eko Disco customer, I beg you, make you go our website www.ekedp.com/STS and enter your current meter number to check whether your meter qualify to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter qualify, we go holla you back. But if you not qualify, you fit apply for new meter and the EKEDC go return the meter money to you over time. If you experience any wahala, I beg you, make you contact our customer experience team through the email or phone we provide. This na public service announcement from EKEDC. EKEDC. Now we they empower the quality of life.
You are welcome back. I had said that if you call today's edition of the program Mother of All Programs, you'll be right on the money. And I have my reason to say that. We have in the house a mother, a boardroom guru, a frontline player in the power industry, in the Nigerian electricity supply industry. And she's right here with us. I'm talking of no other person than the MD, CEO of Eko Electricity Distribution Company, Dr. Mrs. Tinuade Sonda. Madam, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's our pleasure to have you.
And of course, Madam has not come alone. I said earlier on that I don't come alone on this program, and Madam has taken a cue from me too. She didn't come alone. She also came with another very top player in the electricity industry, in the person of Mr. Jerome Olumide, the
General Manager Commercial
Loss Reduction, EKEDC. Mr. Olumide, Mr. Jerome, you are welcome.
Thank you for having us. Thank you very much.
Okay, we start right away, but let me start by congratulating Madam on the 10th anniversary of EKEDC. And today, we are talking about something that we can regard as one of the legacy challenges of the industry. As we celebrate 10 years of privatization of the power sector, one problem that has remained is, the energy theft. energy theft. How has it been this past years? Like I've said, we inherited it, from pre-privatization, and it still subsists. How has it been? Maybe we should ask. Maybe listeners at home will even say, "What is energy theft? What do we mean by energy theft?" Before we talk of how to manage energy theft.
Okay, thank you. Unfortunately, energy theft still persists in the sector, and it affects everybody in the whole value chain, right from the distribution company up until the gas company. Because the moment there's theft within the industry, it affects the liquidity issues across the whole sector. So, what is energy theft? Energy theft simply means when any unauthorized user, either individual or an organization, connects legally to a distribution network and consume energy without paying for what they've consumed. That's simply, in simple terms, what energy theft means.
Now, let's start over time with the benefit of hindsight. How has this impacted on your operations as a company, that's EKEDC now, over time? How has it impacted this energy theft by some unscrupulous elements amongst the
Okay,
customers? How has it
So not
affected the
just
operations?
this whole, it also affects our customers that we serve. So energy theft is when anybody steals. So the moment you buy an energy and you cannot account accurately for what you've purchased, it creates liquidity, cash flow challenges across the whole sector. And because of this prevalence issue, it affects the accuracy of billing, it affects the quality of service that we provide to our consumers, and equally affects the way we also invest, rate of return of investment within the sector.
Okay, Mr. Olumide, I know that energy theft is, we can call it a hydra-headed monster in the industry that manifests in different ways. What are the different manifestations of energy theft? In what way does it show up?
I mean,
What different ways?
thank you very much for that question. As you would appreciate, any form of theft is illegal. And one of the reasons I think the MD even mentioned that it affects the whole value chain of the electricity industry. Obviously, parts of the major causes are that we have inaccurate billing and we're not able to account for our energy. Also, in worst cases, it actually damages some of our technical equipment. Illegal connections damage our transformers, and we've had numerous cases where it has actually led to the death of people who have tried to steal this energy illegally. Unfortunately, this practice still persists, and that's one of the reasons why we're here on the show to try to explain to our listeners that it's a practice that we need to.
Okay, sorry for cutting you short, because I know that you have people who bypass, you have people who go and connect illegally and all that and all that. How do we link all of this to energy theft?
So, I mean, just like you rightly said, a bypass, just like what
it
says,
is.
it's actually trying to circumvent the meter, for instance, where the meter is unable to read the volume of energy that has passed through that meter over a specified period of time. Also, illegal connections come in, we call them free riders in the industry, where certain individuals connect onto our lines illegally. Sometimes during the evenings when they know that our field workers will not be able to spot them and then consume that power over the course of the evenings. Then in the mornings they yank the wires off. I mean, this creates the ripple effect of billing anomalies, and legitimate power users are then made to show that some of these responsibilities of the people that have stolen this energy.
Now, I need to also ask, it's those who are involved in this illicit activities and other may have also exploited some gaps within the system. How do you get to detect these unscrupulous practices among some consumers? How do you get to detect? I understand some even bury theirs under the ground. I mean, to connect and all of that. So, what are the inbuilt mechanisms to detect?
Okay. EKDC has always tried to be at the forefront of using technology to detect energy theft. So, for instance, our meters are smart meters. Majority of our meters are smart, and in the back end, we can actually see the vending pattern of certain customers. We can actually see customers that have not even purchased any electricity tokens in a while. Also, some of our transformers are metered. So what we do is when we compare the quantum of energy that's passed through that transformer during the course of a billing cycle, vis-a-vis the volume of cash that we get from prepaid meters on that transformer, we can actually detect that certain customers on that DT are stealing energy. Now, what we've also invested in, I think the board has been kind enough to provide quite a lot of vehicles for us to actually do field surveys and audits of certain customers. I mean, some of our customers can attest to the fact that we actually do random visits, or sometimes even specified timely visits to ascertain the status of their various meters. Those are the ways we do.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the program again is Power Connect Show at 102.7. We'll be right back. We want to take a message from our
Proudly
sponsors.
sponsored by
EKEDC.
Esteemed customer, Eco Electricity Distribution Company, EcoDisco, hereby advises you against careless attitudes in your daily usage of electricity to avoid electrocution. Electrocution is the passage of electrical currents through a human body, resulting in death. EKEDC therefore advises you to be extremely careful when using electric gas cookers, microwave ovens, washing machines, irons, and so on when plugging in your TV, radio, DVD players, and stereo sets. Do not tamper with or attempt repairing your meter if it develops a fault. Invite a qualified electrical engineer. Also, this rainy season, to avoid electrocution or untimely death, be careful not to step on naked electricity wire or engage in any trading or business activity under high tension wire. For any electrical issues you have, call our customer care line on 0708 067 1170 and 0700 123 5666. EKEDC, empowering the quality of lives. EKEDC Power Connect. EKEDC Power Connect.
So after the show, we'll have 9 minutes for another round of questions.
EKEDC
After that, one more jingle and phoning very important. At least let's just say like we take two. Phone is very important. That's what I'm trying to make sure that let's go.
Okay, you are welcome back. The program again is Power Connect Show happening on 102.7, and today we are discussing energy theft. The question needs to be asked. If someone does something and he gets away with it, there'll be no, he continues with it. Talking about energy theft, does the company take any disciplinary measure, any punitive measure against perpetrators, and what are those punitive measures?
Thank you. Yes, we do. And there are laws that has been enacted to address energy theft in the country. And I won't spell out the penalties clearly. If anyone is caught with unauthorized connections or tampering with any of our meters, they could face up to 3 years in jail or a fine of up to 500,000 naira.
No, madam, say that again.
3 years in jail.
3 years in jail.
Yes. And also and a fine of up to 500,000 naira. And also there's additional fine of 10,000 naira to be incurred and paid for every day it continues without illegal activity. So what we also try to do as a disco is that we like to collaborate with our consumers in the network space to report on our whistleblower platform for anybody within their neighborhood that is found suspicious of energy theft, to report to our whistleblower at ekdp.com or call any of the following numbers: 080 000 3 in 5 places. Let me repeat that, please. 080 000 33 333 or 090 78 102 787. Because when we work together as a community, when we collaborate together, we actually helping the whole value system. And by so doing, for any customers of us that reports that today, it also helps ensure that they accurately bill for what they've consumed.
People don't know. Okay.
Sorry, I'm tempted to ask because in our community there's this feeling or this saying that wetin concern me, why I go report my neighbor? Why must it be me that is actually exposing my neighbor? Is there any motivation? Are there forms of motivation for those who
reward,
may want
kind
to,
of
something that will make it worthy for them to say, oh, developing the courage to come forward and say, I am aware that this person has actually been stealing energy, and such a person could also back up those claims with facts. So what's the motivation for the whistleblowers, for instance?
Okay, I mean that's a very, very good question. I think it's I think for our listeners, we have to be very clear on this. For every time your neighbor or someone in your environment is stealing electricity, you are also bearing the brunt of that activity. So the incentive is that if we catch all the individuals stealing our energy, your bills and your energy costs will reduce down, and that's enough incentive for anybody to use our whistleblower platform. Even if you can also use our customer care platform as well to send a direct email. If you don't want to use the whistleblower platform, it depends on you.
So Mr. Olumide, in other words, people that are stealing energy, they are actually not stealing from EK. They are actually also stealing from even other customers because they are making the bill go up. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes. I know there are instances where even some illegal connections are done on legitimate consumers, and the consumer will just wonder, how come my bill is much? Even with people with PPM. So it's a joint responsibility of both us and our consumers
and the customer, so that the customer don't think that it's all about between them and the EKEDC, and then you just turn a blind eye. Now I want to ask, is there any form of partnership or collaboration with communities and even security agencies?
Yes.
To apprehend perpetrators of energy theft?
Yes, so today we do. Our public relations department relates with the community
development associations, CDAs,
and we also ensure that at every town hall meeting we interact with our consumers, and we also allow them and take some sort of feedback from them. If there are instances of where unscrupulous people have been found wanting, we do a proper investigation. We send our team to do an energy audit of an area, and subsequently we ensure that we clean up such infractions if there are any.
All right, ABC.
Yeah.
I think we've been handling this. We've been having the program amongst ourselves, leaving out the listener out there. The listener out there, I'm sure, is interested, particularly because this opportunity may not come in a short while. For listeners' participation, please call on to 0818 212 0734. 0818 212 0734. And there's an incentive for those who call onto this program. We have
there are gifts. There are gifts.
Gift items for whoever is able to
we started the celebration last week.
The 10th year anniversary celebration is still on. So if you are able to get across to us, certainly you'll be going home.
And of course, the MD cannot come here
without you
going with
212 0734.
Okay, we go. Let's take a break. Then we come back and continue with the conversation.
Oníbàárà Èkó Disco wa pàtàkì, jọ̀wọ́ lọ sí www.ekedp.com/STS kò sì tẹ nọ́mbà mítà tó ń lò lọ́wọ́ sílẹ̀ láti mọ̀ bóyá mítà rẹ̀ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sún sókè sí ẹ̀ka STS2. Tí mítà rẹ̀ bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, a ó tún padà kàn sí ọ. Àmọ́ tí kò bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, o máa nílò láti forúkọ sílẹ̀ fún EKEDC láti dá owó mítà rẹ̀ padà fún ọ láàárín àkókò díẹ̀. Tó o bá lè kàn sí oníbàárà wa pẹ̀lú ímeèlì tàbí nọ́mbà fóònù tàbí wá látọ̀dọ̀ Èkó Disco. EKEDC, àwọn aláfẹ́ agbára fún ìgbé ayé ẹ̀dá tó yanrantí.
Oh yes, you're welcome back. It's still EKDC Power Connect. That's a Power Connect show on 102.7. That's Niger FM. Yes, apart from the number I called earlier on, you can also send us WhatsApp message on 0810 013 0734. Again, 0810 013 0734. Madam, I'm tempted to ask, why has this monster called the energy tech? I mean, even before the privatization has always been there. Why has it defied all solutions? I mean, I'm sure you've been trying to get at those behind it, and you must have actually gotten or arrested or maybe apprehended some culprits. But why is the thing still on without a definite or maybe permanent solution to that?
Okay, so I would say bigly due to enforcement. So there are laws today that's been enacted, but to enforce it through the court process, it takes a long period of time. It would be good if we have smaller courts that can sit on a daily basis and address such infractions immediately. Then there will be incentives.
Yes.
Okay, we have a caller. We have a caller on the
Yes,
line.
you're welcome. Good evening. You are on to Power Connect show. Let's meet you.
Yes.
Let's meet you. Your name? Ima from Orile Gamu. Okay. Yes.
In our street at Orile Gamu, we have like more than 2 months now. They remove our street. Never, they didn't bring it. They didn't come back and report to us and let us know what is the issue.
What did they remove, please?
Please, for the transformer.
Fuse, okay.
Almost
From
2 months now, we have like at Orile Gamu.
Is it due to vandalism?
No, we don't want to say because we are complaining about the NEPA.
what complaints? What form of complaints?
NEPA, please, the tariff, the money is too much. And that is Chicago. Before we know, they say that remove the fee for the transformer. Look at 2 months now, we didn't have to.
I think you need to investigate.
Okay, no, this is what will happen, Mr. Ima. EKDC is always ready to listen. Maybe you send representatives of your community first to the district office to engage with the people at the district office. If the issue cannot be resolved at the district level, then it will be taken further up. So that's the advice that we want to give to you. Please, Orile Gamu should be under Ijora district. So please.
Is Mr. Ima still there?
No, or is it Orile or
okay.
it should be Ijora?
He would have won himself a gift, at least for being the first caller on this edition of the program.
Okay. Madam, talking about collaboration with security agencies.
Hello.
Hello.
The network fault. Yes, Imam from Orile Gamu.
Okay, let me have your number.
Let us have your number so we can call you.
Again, your number.
080.
Okay.
30.
60.
42.
Okay, 42.
5950.
5950. 0806042 5950. Thank you. We'll get across to you. So.
Okay. So we have talked about collaboration with security agencies. Has this been paying off? How have we been having people being apprehended and being appropriately punished for engaging in energy theft?
Yes, we do, and I will tell you that it's working.
Okay.
The collaboration is yielding results, but we appreciate more of our consumers reporting such infractions to us. So today we work with various agencies, and when we get information or we need to do a...
Hello.
Okay, sorry, madam. Just pause your thoughts with the back.
Yes, who is on the line?
Unachi.
No.
All right. So you said it's been paying off.
It's been paying
Yes, it's
off.
been paying off, but I believe that we can do more with more collaboration, and if our consumers can also use the whistleblower details we enumerated earlier and use it more often, it will help us greatly.
Thank you, but ABC, there's something that will be painful to me if I'm unable to ask before she leaves. 10 years. Okay, somebody's on the line.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello?
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 Now,
Hello, it's on the line.
hello? The past decade, that's 10 years of privatization. I personally see KDC as one of the greatest players in the industry. Now, can you just let us know, highlight some of the high points of EKEDC as a disco in the last 10 years?
Okay, thank you. So EKEDC is one of the I would say the leading
Madam, sorry, before you answer the question. No. What was the situation 10 years ago? How has it changed now?
Okay, so if I speak to the situation 10 years ago and to where we are now, there's been a lot of positive strides in what has happened. So EKEDC, in the last 10 years, we've invested in numerous of hundreds of transformers. We've done a total network rehabilitation. We have also done a lot of power transformers investments within the network. We've expanded the network. I think the last 1 year, we got 160 vehicles just to ensure that we have sufficient vehicles to address the maintenance crew to be able to meet the customers' needs, and if they are fault complain. We opened several cash centers, touch points where consumers can go to. We made payment of bills convenient, even from your phone. Wherever you are in the world, you can make your payments without the hassles of going into and queuing at the cash offices or going to the banks. We've also introduced technology into the way we do business. We track our customer complaints and we give feedback. We have a contact center. We've I mentioned transformers already. We did about 150 transformers just last year alone. So if you look at the last 10 years, I can say we've done close to 500 transformers that we've embedded within the network. I remember also that at the time we got about $10 million from the bank just to use to rehabilitate the network. We've done metering, we've metered. In the last 1 year alone, I think we've metered close to 100,000 customers or more. And we are pushing that, and we are aggressively ensuring that we improve on our feedback mechanism and our customer service. We believe that customers are king, and we are treating them as such in AKDC.
I know you can go on and on, but we must also project into the future. What are you actually in terms of the next couple of years? Where do you expect
AKDC today? I get about 513 from the grid megawatts. I know that is not sufficient. There's still consumers that we are sharing because of the limited allocation that we receive
from the grid.
What we've done innovatively is also to partner with IPP. There's a VI project we launched about 2-3 months ago to do embedded power projects. And VI power, in VI. And we are partnering with different IPPs, and we're also looking into renewables. So we are talking to RMI Institute today to see how we can do off-grid and on-grid renewables within our network, just to improve the quality of power supply that we provide to our consumers.
Before Madam goes, Madam, say a word or two to the
goodwill message to our listeners,
especially even about this program, even about the power connection. What do you want to say about?
All right. So I will say to our dear listeners and our consumers this afternoon that we thank you for all that you've been doing. And as a co-disco, know that we are the #1 disco. We care and we believe in providing quality service to our consumers. Thank you.
What about this program? You have a word or two to say about the program?
So I like the program, and it's a means of us also getting feedback, either criticism or constructive ones from our consumers, for us to get better. And the areas where our consumers have complaints or the other, is an opportunity for us to listen and address them. So I will say to the producers of this program, kudos to you, because I know that you are concerned about the power quality in Nigeria, and I know that with everybody coming together in the power sector to address this, power shouldn't be a problem anymore in Nigeria.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam.
Dr. Tinuade Sonda. Great one. But we really have to go. Mr. Olumide Jerome has been so wonderful. Your parting word.
So Power Connect's fantastic show. I think it's one of the #1 power shows in Nigeria. Please keep it up. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
can't thank you enough. So this is a great tonic for us.
So that was the show today. Next Wednesday is another day, and we look forward to you connecting with us once again. On behalf of everybody, my co-anchor by Jebusari, and our producer Osam, we go live. We no bring something from.
No, you are not sure yet.
Maybe you go bring. Okay, so we want to say
thank you very much
to everybody.
I hope you're going to come back very soon. Very soon. We're looking forward to having you again. My name is Ban Jebusari. Thank you. See you next week.
Time. If you experience any issues, kindly contact our customer experience team via the email or phone number.